Hello? Oh. You said you went there?
Oh my god.
Can I keep that in?
Yes. Oh my god, I love that. Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast Turning Pages. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ocean.
Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. So today we're going to be talking about books that made us love reading and why. We have lists and we're ready to yap. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. One of the books that got me into reading was a series called Wings of Fire. And if you talk to any of the people who knew me in elementary school, they'll recognize that name because I was so obsessed with this book. I think I started reading it in like 5th grade when I was like 11 or 12. And the lore of these books were insane. They were books about dragons living in like this kingdom. And there was like a bunch of different types of dragons. There was like fire wings, water wings. I don't know. I can't remember. But the lore was immense. There were so many books. And it just kept going on. And the lore got so complicated. And I was obsessed. I was so obsessed with these books. And honestly, I feel like for kids' books, they were really well written. And they were really violent. These dragons were crazy. Like, there was one scene where, I can't really remember what happened, but what happened? Oh, okay, so there was a prophecy. This is the starting of everything. There was a prophecy, and these, whoa, my brain just stopped working. Okay, there was a prophecy. There's this group of dragons, and I forget what they were called, but they were there to like protect the dragons, I think, and then they received a prophecy where they had to kidnap 5 dragon eggs.
Whoa.
And they had to raise them away from society in this mountain, in these caves, and they were supposed to like kill one of the queens and like save everyone. I don't know, I cannot remember, but I think they were supposed to kill someone to end the war because there was a war. Whoa. It was crazy. These were like kids books, and they kidnapped 5 dragons, and then it follows these 5 dragons, and they escape the cave, and they end up getting captured. And one of the dragons was the water dragon. She was the daughter of the queen of... Also, these dragons live in a matriarchy. I love it.
Whoa,
yes,
period.
It was a matriarchy, period. And I absolutely love that as a child. And now, of course, we love to see matriarchies. Period. We love to see women in power. Period. And she got kidnapped. They all got kidnapped by because they went to visit her family. She found out she was the princess. They went to visit her family. Sorry, I'm just like...
No, I'm invested.
They went to visit her family. And her mom ended up betraying them and putting them in jail and capturing them.
Whoa.
And because they were like looking for them, because there was like, yeah, I don't even remember. And then somehow she ended up the queen had like a fighting ring, and
it's kind of like Star Wars. Have you seen Star Wars?
No. Wait,
they get thrown into like a fighting ring with like animals.
This is before they found out that she was the princess, and before her mom didn't know that was her daughter. I forgot. Okay. And then they captured them, and then they were gonna put them in like this ring. They had a ring, and they had... Wait, no. This is actually all wrong. I'm sorry. No, they got captured by the fire wing dragons. The water thing happened later. That happened in another book. They got captured by the fire wing dragons, and the fire wing dragons had this one dragon who had fiery scales, and if you touched her you would burn. Ouch. So then they put her in a fighting ring, and then they would put their prisoners in the fighting ring, and she would kill them. But then they would also put them against other dragons, and then they put the princess of the water wing dragons in the fighting ring, and then this other dragon she had to kill him, and he ended up being her dad. And she had to kill her dad, and she didn't know that was her dad. And then they found out that that was her dad when they went and visited the queen, and then she just couldn't tell anyone. It was crazy. But I ate this up. It was amazing. And, like, there's so much other lore. There was so much lore. Like, honestly, I might reread these books because now I'm thinking
I want to read them.
Yeah. And it went on and on. There were so many characters, so many lore.
Wow.
And it was really progressive. There were gay dragons. There were lesbian dragons. Like, period. I don't know who the author is, but I love her. Yeah.
That sounds really good.
And there's other continents. Like, there was other series of, like, a whole other continent. There was this type of dragon called animus dragons where they had magical powers, but the more they used their powers, the more they would lose their soul. And there was books about animus dragons. Like, there was one book called Darkwing, and it was about, like, he was, like, a legend. The Nightwings, they had to, like, travel away and live in... They had to travel away to another kingdom that was covered in volcanoes, so they lost their powers because they had to get their powers from the moon and the stars, and they had to run away because of Darkwing. I don't even know. It was crazy.
That's really cool.
It was crazy. There was endless amounts of lore. I gotta reread this series. Sorry,
I want to read it.
That just, like, triggered a whole tangent.
Don't
my
even
lord.
worry. That is so welcome here.
Like, now that I'm talking about it, I forgot how good these books were.
Yes.
Everyone should read these.
I missed out.
Yeah, they were so good. Oh my lord.
Wow.
Okay, I'm done. That was my rant.
That sounds really good.
They were.
Yeah. I sort of read some books in elementary school. Like, I read the I Survived series. Future historian in the making. And I read the Thea Stilton books.
I was obsessed. Oh my god, that is another series that got me into reading. I was obsessed.
Yeah. And I read, like, those types of books, but I can't remember very much about them. But the first, like, official, I think, novel, like, young adult novel that I read was The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, I haven't read that.
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh.
It's crazy. Like, I don't remember too much. I remember the big things. Like, I remember he was in love with this other girl. Like, his best friend's sister or something like that. I don't know 100%. It's been quite a few years. I read that in middle school. Which is kind of crazy, but it's fine because there's, like, a bunch of drug use and stuff. But
yeah.
I remember it being an emotional roller coaster, though. Like, I remember being like, oh my god. And I know there's a movie out, and I low-key want to watch the movie.
Yeah, me too.
But I know at the end, he goes into a mental asylum. Anyway, though, I don't remember much more than that. But I think reading that made me realize that there are actually, like, good substance books out there. Because I remember being invested at the time. It's just been so long now, but I think reading that definitely, you know, kickstarted my journey a little bit because I was like, there are, like, good, like, not saying that the books that I read before weren't good, but this kind of made me realize that there was more, you know, because I think I didn't really know about books too much.
Yeah.
So, like, I knew they existed and stuff, but, like, I hadn't read a diverse amount of books. So I think that definitely kind of made me realize, like, whoa, that exists. And then a year later, I started reading other books. I went to Indigo and I picked up 3 books. Oh, wait, no, but I read another book before that. So before that, I read They Both Die in the End.
Oh my god, I remember you calling me when you finished that book and you were crying.
I don't even remember that. That's crazy.
It's so real because it's so sad. Oh my lord. I think
I read that the summer before high school started or something like that.
Yeah. It was when we were first beginning to be friends, and I was like, you gotta read this book.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
I freaking love that book. It's still on my shelf. I still think about it every day. The romance was amazing. The ending is so sad.
Yeah.
Everyone should read it, though.
We should reread it for the podcast.
We should. And I liked how it changed up point of views. It was really interesting.
And that book is so funny because it's literally called They Both Die in the End.
Yes.
And then when it happens.
Yeah. You're caught off guard and you're like, I wasn't expecting this. Like, That's crazy. I remember reading a few articles after it, and I think the author was wondering for a little while if he should let them survive, but he was like, no, like, the title.
Yeah, you have to live up to the title.
I remember it being a really cool concept. Like, an agency calls you the day you're gonna die and tells you have 24 hours left. There's like apps that you can get that are like the last friend apps and stuff like that, and you can become friends with other people whose it's their last day too. And it's a beautiful story. It's about these two guys who find each other on their last day and they fall in love, and then sadly they pass away. But
yeah,
I can't remember if it talks about them in the afterlife at all or something like that. But
I don't think so.
Yeah,
no.
but I remember it being really devastating. Whenever they died, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this.
I know.
I can't believe it actually happened. It was sad, though.
It was so sad.
'Cause,
like,
okay,
surprisingly sad.
spoilers. What are their names? Mateo and...
I can't remember.
I don't remember, but one of them died because he was making the other breakfast in the morning, and he burned.
Yeah.
And the other one was so sad by his death that he killed himself.
And what bothers me is, like, if they never got that notification that they were gonna die, like, that was the cause of their death.
Yeah.
Is learning that they were gonna die. So did that cause their death, or were they gonna die inevitably?
It's a really interesting premise, I think, because it's really interesting that they call you the day you're gonna die, but I feel like that definitely influences not your decision, but it just influences all the decisions you make after that. And that influenced their decisions to go to the last friend apps, and that influenced their decision to hang out with each other and to do things that were outside of their comfort zone, which in the end led to their deaths.
So it's like, did that cause their death, or were they gonna die?
Interesting. I think it did cause their death.
Yeah.
But
that's a stupid app. What the heck?
But I think it's also really good that they found each other, because they were both, I think, depressed.
Yeah.
And they made each other happy, which I think even if you get a few hours of happiness with the person you love before you die, like, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I agree.
Anyways, what's your next book?
My next book would be definitely the Percy Jackson series.
Yes.
The lore is also immense.
I really want to read those.
Percy Jackson series, I was obsessed with this series and all of Rick Riordan's books. I love you, Uncle Rick. I love you. He's amazing.
Bro, Uncle Rick. That sounds like your uncle's, like, in jail, and he's been in there for, like, 15 years. Like, hey, Uncle Rick.
That's, like, what his fan base calls him. We call him Uncle Rick.
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, no.
It's just funny.
Oh, no.
But he is a really good writer, and I love him. And I was obsessed with Percy Jackson. The lore it goes on and on. There's, like, a bunch of series. There's, like, the Heroes of Olympus.
Yes.
And then there's, like...
Isn't there, like, the Sons of Zeus or something like that? Or am I tripping?
I don't know. There's, like, a lot of books. It's a lot. And I was really obsessed with it. And, yeah. And I could not stop reading them. And there was... Like, the premise of it is... There's, like... They're demigods. The gods are real. The Greek gods and the Roman gods. The Romans come in later. And there's also there's a one book about Egyptian mythology, and then there's another book about Norse mythology.
Okay,
so, like,
King.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Sorry, fandom. I will now call him Uncle Rick because I get it now.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry though. I hope that's not insulting.
It's okay.
Anyway, continue.
And, like, yeah, and a bunch of stuff happens, and there's demigods, and the Greek demigods, they have a camp called Camp Half-Blood.
Yes!
And they normally, like, make the journey to the camp whenever they realize that they're a demigod, which is, like, it's similar to, like, Harry Potter, where you realize that you're a demigod, or you realize you're a wizard when you're, like...
I love Harry Potter.
Same.
I've read all the books. I've watched all the movies 1,000,000 times. I have so much merch in my room. Like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, and then they realize it when they're, like, 11 or 12, and then they go to the camp, and then sometimes at the camp they get like assigned prophecies where they have to go on quests. And yeah, and I learned a lot about Greek mythology. I don't know if it was super accurate, but I felt like I learned a lot. And yeah, and it's also really progressive. Like there's gay characters, there was a deaf character, there was like, yeah. So we love that.
I love that. I've never read the books and I haven't seen the TV show yet because I do want to read the books before I watch the TV show.
The books are better, I do have to say.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the TV show though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I really liked the movies whenever I watched them though. Like I watched them a little while ago. And I loved the movies, but I've heard that they aren't accurate to the books.
Yeah, I feel like the movies are good as like their standalone series, but if you're looking at it as like based off of the books, it's not accurate at all.
So the books must be way, way better because like I really liked the movies. So I'm really excited. I definitely want to read Percy Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should reread it too. I haven't read it since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like as a kid, you either read like Percy Jackson or Harry Potter. That's what I've heard a lot of. I really wish I would have read Percy Jackson as well. I'm a Harry Potter girl, but like I'm not choosing sides. Like I think Percy Jackson sounds awesome, and as you know, a person who's obsessed with mythology, I would be honored to be able to like read that series.
Yes, I think you'd like it.
Oh, I know. I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it so much. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Like, I read Harry Potter too, but I just wasn't as obsessed with it as Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Because I was a nerd.
That's me with Harry Potter. I'm, like, insane. I can quote lines like you've never seen before. Like, it's crazy. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Harry Potter. Yeah. I really do want to read Percy Jackson, though. Like, whenever I'm done my TBR, I really want to go to Indigo and get the first Percy Jackson book.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, like, it's endless. I just want to warn you.
Yeah.
There's, like, I can count, like, 5 series that he's
written. Do I have to read all of them?
No, if you don't want to.
Because, I would love to, but I need to be realistic with myself.
I'd say the Heroes of Olympus and then, like, the main Percy Jackson series are both worth reading. And then there's also like Magnus Chase. There's the Trials of Apollo.
That's what I was thinking, not the Children of Zeus. Okay.
Trials of Apollo is good. I didn't finish it though, but yeah, it's pretty good. And they're all like interconnected. Like the characters show up in like every series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is.
That's awesome. Well, the next books that got me into reading, I decided to go to Indigo, which is like the Canadian Barnes and Noble. And I went to Indigo and I got 3 books. I got The Unhoneymooners, I got The Love Hypothesis, and I got It Ends With Us. I liked them all. I loved The Love Hypothesis. And it's turning into like a movie or TV show or something.
Ooh.
I haven't read it in years.
I've never read it.
Yeah. I mean, it's romance.
Mm-hmm.
I started out with romance because I didn't know about fantasy yet at the time, but I liked it. I thought it was good whenever I read it, and so I'm excited I might watch the TV show. But I got really into Colleen Hoover at this time because I read It Ends With Us, and I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it was pretty good, and I thought, like, it did bring awareness to, you know, like, abuse in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went on, like, a little Colleen Hoover kick. Like, I read Regretting You, Reminders of Him, Ugly Love, Verity. Like, I read quite a few. They weren't the best books I've ever read, but I didn't mind them.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they were okay at the time. Of course, now looking back, like, I've read better books since then. But yeah, those are some more books that got me into reading. I am very thankful that I read them because they got me into my reading journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thankful you read them too, because now we have this podcast.
Yeah. So those are definitely the books. The Love Hypothesis is about, I can't remember all these storylines, like 100%, but I'll try my best. The Love Hypothesis is about this girl in STEM. I think she's in school. And she starts this, like, I think it's fake dating relationship with her professor, but it turns into, like, actual romance.
Mm.
And then The Unhoneymooners is enemies to lovers, and it's about this girl Her sister is getting married, and she hates her sister's husband's brother.
Oh.
But everyone gets food poisoning except for her and the brother. So they go to the honeymoon resort, like, because it's non-refundable and stuff. So they go, they share a room, it's one bed, you know, that kind of stuff, and they end up falling in love.
Aww.
On the honeymoon.
That sounds cute.
Mm-hmm. And then it ends with us. I think everyone kind of knows what it's about. It's, this girl who enters this relationship, and it kind of goes back and forth through time, because it, like, has flashbacks and stuff. And she gets into this abusive relationship, and she's also remembering this relationship she had with a homeless guy when she was a teenager. Yeah. So yeah, those were that kickstarted, like, the reading journey, the real reading journey.
Yeah.
I think the Percy being a Wallflower kind of brought awareness to the fact that, like, there were more books in the world, but I didn't read for a while after that. Then They Both Die in the End definitely started that. And then that started, you know, the regular Indigo shopping trips.
Mm-hmm. It became, like, it brought you into being obsessed with reading.
Yes, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Another one of the books that got me into reading. I can't believe I'm publicly admitting this. But I was a Warrior Cats kid, and I did read Warrior Cats.
What's that? What's that?
Don't make fun of me. I promise I'm not a weird person now. I was a weird kid, and I did read Warrior Cats. It's like a series about... It's by one of the same authors as Wings of Fire. And it's about these cats, these wild cats that lived in the forest, and they lived in clans. And there was, like, a bunch of different clans of cats, and they would fight each other. It was mostly about cats fighting.
Whoa.
And, like, trying to survive. And yeah, it was pretty. Some crazy things happened.
Wow.
A lot of cats died.
What?
Yeah. Like, every book, a bunch of cats died.
What?
And they got in, like, wars. They got in fights. There was gods. There's, like, no, not gods. Actually, I think so. I can't remember.
That's crazy.
There was cats in the afterlife, too. Like, one of the cats... What was his name? Tiger Star, I think. He was, like, the bad cat, and he was, like, a psychopath, and he was killing a bunch of people, and then they killed him, and then he got dissembled or something in the afterlife by a bunch of by a bunch of other cats. And, like, this was also really violent, but it was, like, a kid's book.
Sounds violent.
It was crazy. And he got, like, dismembered in the afterlife, I'm pretty sure, by, like, a bunch of other evil cats. I don't know. There was a lot happening. There was also a lot of lore, and it was pretty good, though. And one of the cats died, gave him birth. That was a crazy scene. Yeah. That was sad. And also one of the cats, like, I remember there was a scene where, like, they had to run away for some reason. I think because the humans were doing, like, construction. Mm-hmm. They called them two legs. And so they, like, ran away, and one of the kittens died of, like, hypothermia, and, like...
No!
One of the cats, like, jumped on a stalactite.
This sounds really sad.
And they got stabbed by the stalactite and died. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah.
That sounds really sad. I don't think I could ever read that.
No, I don't think you would have liked it, and I don't think you'd like it. Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah. But
dang.
I loved it. I was like, I really liked it. But I think I got tired of it, because, like, there's endless amounts of books. Like, there's hundreds.
What is it with, like, kids series and them releasing, like, 50 books in one series, bro?
I think because they're, like, really easy to write.
Yeah.
Because kids are, like, easy to keep entertained.
And they're normally, like, shorter.
Yeah. So, and there's, like, multiple authors normally working on one. So they can just, like, mass release them and make a bunch of money. True. Which, good for them, honestly.
Period.
It's the best way to make money.
That's crazy.
Period. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
But it was a good book.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
As long as it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We did just do an episode about this. The Song of Achilles.
The Song of Achilles.
Really got me into reading. I think I read it a little bit later, but I really, really liked it. I can't remember too much at the time, but it was addicting. Like, I couldn't put it down. I read it very fast. But, yeah, I was addicted.
Mm.
I couldn't put the book down, and I did not want to put the book down.
That is so valid. That's how I feel when I'm reading The Song of Achilles.
Yeah, and since we just did an episode on it, like, I don't think I'll go into too much detail about it, but...
Yeah,
it's so good. So good. Since that wasn't too long, do you want me to go to another book that I have?
Sure.
The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, I remember when you were reading that. And, like, you would bring it to school because you were obsessed with it.
Yes.
I really want to read that.
Oh my God, it's so good. It like goes back and forth through time. Like there are flashbacks, and the flashbacks are in old Hollywood time, and it's about this girl, Evelyn Hugo. She was famous, and she was married 7 times, 7 different guys. And I won't spoil it for you because you want to read it. It's so good though, and it just says the lore behind everything. It's so good. The vibes are there. The plot twist. Ooh. It's really, really good. And I highly recommend. I really want to reread it again sometime soon because the vibes are just there. And yeah, the writing is great from what I remember. It was a really fast-paced read. It's not too long. It's like around 350 pages. Another book I really loved by the author, whose name is Taylor Jenkins Reid, is Daisy Jones and the Six. That was a really, really good book, and it was an interview format because it's interviewing a band. It's kind of like Fleetwood Mac vibes. Interviewing a band that was popular in the 70s who had a huge falling out, and there was like drug abuse, and there were like, you know, relationships and all these different things. The lore is crazy. So good. I highly recommend that one as well.
I will read it, definitely. That sounds really good.
I have them. You can borrow them anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah. I am never getting rid of those books. Like, so good.
Another one of my books is the original Winnie the Pooh books, of course. My mom would read them to me, and I loved them so much. So then I really wanted to, like, read them myself. This is when I was, like, 6, I think. And I wanted to, like, learn how to read and read them myself. And I read them, like, over and over again. And they're so nostalgic. Because, yeah, that was my childhood. Yeah.
That's really cute. That's so cute. Another book that got me into reading. Well, this is a series. The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, it's just so good to read. It's so good to be aware. And it really is one of those books where it's dystopian, but it really could happen.
Yeah, like I think a lot of people see the Hunger Games as like I remember in English class one time, one of the kids was like, I really want to do an essay on the Hunger Games. And the teacher was like, no, like the Hunger Games is silly. Like it's not that deep. Like you can't do an essay on that. And I remember it was like, have you read the Hunger Games?
No.
Like it is such a amazing allegory for capitalism. And like you can literally compare the scenes of the movie to like the Met Gala and like the Oscars and like really elite famous people and the way they dress and the things that they do. And I think like it is a really, really good allegory of capitalism. And I was so shocked that the English teacher said that because I was like, what? And I think a lot of people think the Hunger Games just isn't that deep, and it's like just like
totally is deep.
a YA young adult like series, but it is supposed to be an allegory for capitalism and a warning of the things that could happen. Yeah.
It's so good. That definitely got me into reading. It was just so well written. It was so good, and I loved Peeta and Katniss. And
yes.
and I loved Finnick.
Oh my god.
And
don't remind me.
I know. And I loved Haymitch. And I loved Primrose, but we obviously know what happens to her because of freaking Gale.
Oh my god.
Anyone who's Team Gale, like I know someone who's Team Gale, and it makes me mad.
Why?
I'm not going to reveal their identity, but it makes me mad.
What is their reasoning?
I know. Well, they haven't read the books and they only saw one of the movies.
Oh,
so.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'm going to change their mind.
Yeah.
Because Gale is terrible.
How could you be Team Gale?
Literally, if you are Team Gale, just leave. We don't want you here.
Literally.
A lot of people, almost everyone is welcome except for Team Gale people.
Yeah, you guys are not welcome. We're sorry, but
sorry, but not sorry.
We will not tolerate that here.
That's so facts. And the lore, everything with District 13. Crazy. And there was such a good ending to the series. Like, the ending was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still writing books.
And I love Katniss. I feel like she's such a good representation of anxiety and, like, PTSD. And, like, I thought that was... I love her character. Like, she's a really complex female character, and I like how the author didn't make her, like, really likable. Like, she can be hard to like sometimes because she's manipulative and she's mean, but I feel like that's such a good representation of someone who's been so deeply traumatized. She's, like, just constantly trying to defend herself, and I love that because you don't see that very often, especially with female characters.
And the conditions of everything is just explained so well and realistically.
Yeah,
everything about it is super realistic, and oh my god, yeah, I just loved everything about it so much. And it's just, even the movies were done so well to the books, in my opinion. And Miss Suzanne Collins keeps on releasing more and more books. Like, the Songbird Ballad of Snakes, shocked. That shocked me, bro. The backstory.
Oh, I did read it, actually.
You did. That was the first one.
Oh my god,
I made you read the series. And I said, start off with this one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I made you read that series. Have you read Sunrise on the Reaping yet?
No, that's the one I was thinking of. I haven't read that one yet.
Oh my god, it's so good. I will let you borrow that book anytime you want. It's Haymitch's point of view in the games. Oh, it's actually crazy lore. It's heartbreaking, but it's so 5 out of 5 stars. So well done. The movie's coming out later this year. Oh my god, you need to read it. Oh my god. Again, it was like, it's done, like, just as well as the other books. It's so good.
I've got to read it.
It's so good. Oh, and President Snow, we hate him again. Because he does Haymitch so dirty.
Literally.
It's crazy.
Bro, what was wrong with President Snow? I think he was just a psychopath.
His situationship made him mad.
Because, like, how could you... Because, like,
Lucy Gray was like, bye, you're crazy, and then that made him mad, and then he decided to become crazy.
Like, I think he was born a psychopath, because 100%. That is not much of a villain origin story. Like, oh, boo-hoo, your situationship left. Like,
boo-hoo. Oh no.
You have to be already predisposed to being crazy for that to set you off that much. Yeah. Woo. That's my theory.
I think Lucy Gray just stopped him from being as psychotic as he was. I think she delayed it a little bit. Dude, there's still more lore on Lucy Gray that comes out in Sunrise on the Reaping. A little bit of lore.
Does she survive?
Oh my god. It doesn't say that, but you'll see when you read it.
Okay.
Because it's actually like, I need her to write a book about Lucy Gray right now.
I'm in the breeze. I'm in the trees.
Oh, that's so good. She devoured with that song.
She did.
It's so good.
Yes.
Stop it right now. Anyway, though. Are there any books for you?
I think I named everything.
Period. I have some honorable mentions on my phone. Because there's some that I read a little bit later, but definitely helped with my journey.
Wait, no, I have some more, actually. I just remembered. Okay, I have two. Anne of Green Gables, of course. I think I first read that when I was, like, 10, I think.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I loved it, and I love Anne. And another one was called Watership Down, and it's a classic British story.
Oh!
And... Because my mom is British, so she has, like...
sad.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sad.
And it's about rabbits. And one of them is, like, psychic and has this vision that they're all gonna die and they have to leave their burrow. Whoa. And they get as many rabbits to come with them as they can, and a lot of them don't believe them and are like, that's not true. And they end up dying because they get poisoned. Because these construction people come in and poison all the rabbits so they can, like, start doing construction. But the group
evil.
I know, it's horrible. It's really sad.
But that's realistic. Like, that happens.
And then a bunch of rabbits, like, a group of, like, 5, I think, escape. and it's like the story of them and them like trying to find Watership Down, which is like, I think in British words that means like a hill, like it's Watership Hill, I think. And the little bunny, the psychic bunny, has like visions that that's where they're supposed to go. And they do end up getting there in the end. Yes! It has a good ending. Yeah.
That sounds so good.
It is good. I'll let you borrow my copy. It's actually a really good story.
Yeah, that sounds really, really cute.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
My honorable mentions: Divergent by Veronica Roth.
Divergent. Oh my god.
I was never the same after that series. I really loved the first book. I didn't really like the second or third. I hated the ending of the third. Yeah. Don't even talk to me about that. Do you know the ending? I think I told you about it.
Yeah.
Spoilers. How could you kill off the main point of view? That was the main point of view for almost 3 books.
Literally.
That was I'm still so mad about it. And I didn't want to read the book 4 because I knew that he ends up dating Christina. And that makes me so mad. Are you joking? No.
That's horrible.
It was supposed to be... God, I forget her name now. I forget the main girl's name.
Was it Tessa? I think it was. Maybe not.
I forget the main girl's name, but it was supposed to be her and 4.
Yeah.
I'm never going back to that universe because that ending made me so mad. And I read articles after, and it was just like, no offense, but it was just dumb reasoning. I was just like, this is not okay.
Like, I only read the first book because I was like, I don't think I'm going to read the rest of the series because I know how it ends. But the first book was really good.
The first book is the best book. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's an honorable mention because that definitely helped me discover, like, what kind of books I want to read. And then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series.
Oh my god.
Made me realize that I do actually like, mysteries and murder mysteries and stuff. It just can't be too scary. So that definitely broadened my reading taste because after that I read like The Silent Patient and The It Girl and like a bunch of other like kind of I think book classics that are like, I haven't read too many mysteries, but it made me realize like I actually do kind of like those settings, and I really liked all the elements of the book. Like I liked the romance and I liked the just Pip's brain in general, and I thought it was like amazing. And I liked like the texts that were in the book, and I'd never seen an author incorporate so many different elements of, writing so well into one book. I just thought it was fantastic, and I thought it was so elaborate and well thought out. For those of you who don't know what that's about, it's about, I guess I should have explained Divergent too. I'll explain A Good Girl's Guide to Murder first. It's about this girl named Pip, and she one day decides to solve an unsolved murder in her town for a school project, and that kickstarts something, and she decides to solve the murder. She actually solves it. Brings a lot of things to light, and then throughout like the entire series
was crazy of the first book.
Yeah, and throughout the entire series, she's solving like different murders, different mysteries throughout her town. And then Divergent is about, I'm not going to be able to explain it too well because it's such like an elaborate world, but it's about this girl. I forget her name. Oh no.
I'll look it up.
See, people are going to be like, you didn't actually read it. And I did. I think I blocked some of it out because that ending literally murdered my soul. There are like 4 or 5 different places in society you can be. And each of them, like, there are different elements that define you.
Tris.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, Lord. Yes. So there are different type elements of society, and whenever you come to a certain age, you can choose which one you want to go to, right? And she decides to go to the rebellious side of society, and yeah, she just starts to uncover like the truth of stuff, and she finds love. That's the most simplest explanation. Because I don't remember too much, and I don't want to lead you guys wrong, but that's what I remember. Besides, like, obviously, she's making friends and stuff, but... But yeah. So, those are my honorable mentions. And those are the books. Do you have any other books?
No. That's everything.
We covered, like, a good amount of books.
Actually, honorable mention to the Rainbow Fairy series.
Oh my god, I forgot about those!
Yes.
I love the Rainbow Fairies.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh... That was like a hidden thing in my mind.
Yeah.
Wow. I love thinking about those.
Me too.
I love the covers of the books. Like, sometimes I see them and it just brings me so much joy. But
they're so nostalgic.
They are. They totally are. And the pigeon books. The pigeon, don't let the pigeon on the bus or something. Yeah. Freaking love those. I ate them up. And did you ever see the book with no pictures?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that was my everything. Oh my god. Okay, it's like super short. It's a really young kid's book. I will let you borrow it. It's really good. I will read it to you.
Oh my god, thank you.
I will serenade you with my voice.
Read me a bedtime story.
A bedtime story for real. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode. If you liked it and you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, please give us a follow and a rating and let people you know about this podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Next episode, we are going to be reading Twilight.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for this. We're going to be reading the whole Twilight series. So the next book review is going to be Twilight. Then we're going to compare the first book to the first movie. And then we're going to read New Moon, which is the second book in the Twilight series. Then we'll compare the movie to the book. And then so on and so forth for the rest of the series. So we're going to be we're going to be deep in vampire and werewolf lore for a little while.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. The covers of these books are so aesthetic, bro. And I love the movies.
Me too.
It's so good. But yeah, tune in, you guys. It's going to be fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.